Due in part to the efforts of a would-be thief on one fateful night in Los Angeles, most of you guys know that I own this bad boy, this Subaru Sandbar from 1997. I love this guy. This guy lights up my days. If you don't know, it's a Ktruck car imported from Japan that's a little bit smaller than American trucks, but a whole lot cuter. And somebody tried to steal it from me, but you guys were able to track down the thief, get the location of the car, call the police, and return the car to me, all using Reddit and Twitter and just talking to each other. It was insane. It was one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me, and the most thankful I've ever been of you guys and this platform. And now I'm reunited with this truck, but there's somebody new who is trying to take it away from me. And we're going to talk about that at the end of this video. But first, I want to raise an army. I want to raise an army of Ktruck drivers across America. People who are free, all right? No longer shackled to big parking lot, to big car disease where you have to have a bigger, better, more expensive car. We can have our cute little trucks and we can park them wherever we damn please because they get the job done and we look good doing it too. And I believe this army is already being built, at least according to this article. Now, 500 of you people sent me this article yesterday. It's from The Economist. I don't think any of you read it because it costs $20 a month for an Economist membership. Holy shit, dude, that's like a Netflix subscription. Anyway, I did it. I did buy it. I read it. And it's called Rural Americans Are Importing Tiny Japanese Pickup Trucks. Bigger isn't always better. Amen, brother. And it's a story about Jake Morgan, a farmer who wants a utility vehicle to do work around the farm. And a utility vehicle can be pretty expensive. Like on the low end, they're around $15K. The low end, and they can be upwards of $40,000, $50,000. And so what's much cheaper than that is a Ktruck. So he went out, he got a Ktruck. Turns out it got the job done really well. Even upgraded his Ktruck to one with air conditioning, a very rare thing in the old Ktruck industry. And now he's living good. He's living the high life. What is a K car? Some of you guys might be wondering. Well, it's a small car. It's like a small car in Japan, and they're super popular because for a long time you would receive really good tax benefits if you had a K car. And they kind of rolled back some of those tax benefits in 2014, so they're a little less popular, but still like 1 in 3 cars in Japan are K cars. And one of the offshoots of K cars are Ktrucks, which I think are way better than K cars. Like K cars can sometimes just look weird and ugly and kind of like a Jetsons car or just a smart car that's a little boxy. I don't love them. Ktrucks, on the other hand, beautiful. Mwah, beautiful. Look at this guy. Why would people in America get a Ktruck? You might be asking if you do not have a farm or need for a utility vehicle. Because they're way fucking cheaper too. Outside of looking good, a Ford F-250, $85,000. Also, overkill for almost every single person who gets one of them. Look at the size difference between a Ford F-250 and a Ktruck. What are you doing? Unless you're loading up willow trees by the bushel, you probably don't need all the force, torque, and power of a Ford F-250. You can probably get it done with a Ktruck. These guys are pretty beastly. They're pretty powerful little trucks. All right, now some jobs, obviously, you will. I cannot argue that. Some jobs you will need the larger truck. But I think most people, if you're just trying to get point A to point B, look good doing it, and also do a little bit of work with truck necessities, moving around furniture, 2x4s, you can throw some 2x4s in there. Ktruck gets the job done. And I know it feels like I'm the only guy who's shouting the good word of Ktrucks. It's not just me, though. There is Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys, and he looks damn good. He looks damn good in his Ktruck, and I will have nobody shame Bubbles for his forest green Ktruck. I was even featured in a video because my Ktruck called Celebrities with Surprising Cars, and they ranked me amongst other celebrities and how well I do. This is a huge channel, by the way. This is Donut. This is a big-ass automobile channel.
Yes. Adorable.
This is them talking about my car. They're saying it's cute.
Endearing. Endearing. Inspired. Mm-hmm. It's cool to not be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say under Frankie.
Okay, god damn it. Agent Cody Banks back at it again. Where did I end on that list? Some people might be curious. It turns out, not last. Not last. Who's that Christian?
My button so you don't miss it.
Christian Bale, who owns a Toyota Tacoma stock. I don't even think it's all-wheel drive. I think it has like no spare tires. It's used. That guy's crazy. Anyway, if you guys want your own Ktruck, they're kind of easy to get. Now, do your own research. Please, for the love of God, do not watch this video and then make an impulse purchase. Do your own research. Find your own website. Maybe find a local dealer. Make sure you're following all your state laws. But as far as I am aware, this is where I got my car from. This is what I went to carfromjapan.com, which is kind of like going to pet.com to try to buy an animal. But it worked out great. It was a dope website. You can scroll through. You can see all the makes and models. They don't just have trucks here. They have a bunch of other Japanese imported cars that you can get, and they're pretty damn affordable. I mean, if you sort by low to high, it's kind of insane. It's somewhere less than $1,000. Now, import fees can run you like $2,000 all the way to $5,000. So, you know, don't just look at the sticker price and assume that's what you're going to pay. But altogether, even if you paid like $4,000, $5,000 in import fees, that's way less than a used car in America, especially for similarly used cars in terms of how many miles are on these guys. And they keep this shit in great condition. Oh, look at this one. I just saw this one today. I was just browsing through the site. Sometimes I do that for fun. And they had this beauty. It looks like a Volkswagen. It's just another Subaru Sandbar. Same year as mine, actually. And they fitted this out to look dope. They even have a heart-shaped wheel. That's fun. That's fun for the whole family. Now, fair warning, they are manual drive. And you also drive on the right side, which is a little bit different. But it's pretty easy to adapt. And this is the law that allows us to be able to ride these cars around. Importing a vehicle that is at least 25 years old. Now, these laws were made mostly for vintage vehicle owners, like people who are buying like old-ass 1960, 1980 cars that are super expensive. But because of that, they made a law that says a motor vehicle that is at least 25 years old can lawfully be imported into the U.S. without regard to whether it complies with all applicable FMVSS. Such a vehicle, yeah. And that's the reason I'm able to get the Subaru Sandbar, because we're in 2023. This is 1997. You can do the math, but we get there. It's old enough. But there's one state and a few other states that are rumoring to do the same thing. Who's fucking us over? Rhode Island, you sons of bitches, is invalidating registrations for imported cars, but they won't explain why. And it's specifically about K cars. They are taking away K car registrations. And they've made a few updates to this. This has been happening over the past few years. But for whatever reason, Rhode Island DMV hasn't been making statements about it, but have just been taking away registrations for this person's Suzuki Carry, which is a very popular K truck. And it blows my mind. It blows my mind how this law is able to be used for people who are trying to buy super expensive ass cars. But the moment we rock a K truck, all of a sudden we've gone too far. And they say it's for safety. Bitch, you live in Rhode Island. Nothing safe about that shit, all right? Smallest state around. Why can't we have the smallest car in the state? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, hopefully we can start the K-Truck army to fight back. Do you want a K-Truck? Maybe. I don't know. Check them out. Do your own research, though. I hate to have a whole army and then people get mad at me. But God damn it, you're not taking my K-Truck away from me. You can rip it from my cold, dead hands. I'll still be in that K-Truck dead when you have to pull me out of it. We're rambling here. I'm going to end before 8 minutes so you don't have mid-roll ads. All right, have a good one. Goodbye. See you later. I love that car.